Hello, good evening, children. How are you? Yesterday, I explained to you domestic territory and why it is important to know. Today, I decided to move further, and today I will teach you who all are normal resident and why we should know that who all are normal resident in this chapter, right? You know, yesterday I explained to you domestic income. Why you should know? Because it is the income earned by resident as well as non-resident, both with only within domestic territory. So you should know what is domestic territory to calculate domestic income. In the same way, you should know normal resident to calculate national income. Because what is national income? Income earned by normal residents only within the country or outside, right? So that to calculate national income, you should know who all are normal residents, because national income does not include the income earned by non-resident, right? For example, the foreigners are coming to India, right? And they are residing in India for less than 1 year. And their center of economic interest also does not lie in the same country, right? They are coming for 3 months, 4 months and are paid by India. So they are non-resident of India. So that will be added in the domestic income. So factor income paid to non-resident, paid to abroad, paid to non-resident. Paid to a non-resident means paid to abroad is a part of domestic because it includes the income of non-resident. But national income includes only the income of normal resident. So factor income earned from abroad, whether they earn within the country or outside the country, right? So the factor income earned from abroad by the resident of a nation is a part of national income, right? So to convert domestic into national or national into domestic, factor income paid to abroad, factor income earned to abroad from abroad is very much important, right? So why, who all are considered as normal resident of India, of a nation, right? Simple definition. Normal resident are those people who are residing in a nation for at least 1 year or more than 1 year, and at the same time their center of economic interest also must lie in the same nation, like they must do the basic economic activities like production, consumption, saving, investment in the same nation. Because you know we are going to study abroad and residing there for 4 years, 5 years, but they are not the resident of other countries, they will be the resident of India, because abroad they have gone only for studies, right? But if they are performing the basic economic activities also in the same nation, they will be considered as the resident of the same country where they are residing for at least 1 year or more than 1 year. Next point. Citizenship and residentship both are different concept, right? Citizenship, that is legal concept. If I took birth in India, so I will be the citizen of India, right? Or by laws, the court may, I may ask from the court of India to be the citizen of India if the court will allow me, right? But the residentship, it is a economic concept. If normally I am residing in a nation for at least 1 year or more than 1 year, and I am doing all my basic economic activities in the same nation, I would be the resident of the same country, right? I may not be the citizen of the country, but I will be the resident of the country. So in this chapter, we are not concerned to citizen, we are only concerned to resident, right? Who are normally residing, may be citizen, may not be citizen, for at least 1 year or more than 1 year, and their center of economic interest also lies in the same country, right? So normal resident we includes the individual as well as institution also, right? You know, international institutions, if they are located in India, like the office of WHO is located in India, so that will not be treated as the resident of India. They will be treated as the resident of international area. The international institution located in a country will not be resident of that country where they are working, they are functional, they will be the resident of international areas, right? But the employees working there, they will be the citizen to their own country, right? But the same thing here apply if they are residing for 1 year or more than 1 year, they will be the resident of the same country in which they are working, in which they are employed here, for example WHO, etc., right? So one point. Next point, you know, we are going for medical treatment, we are going for higher studies, for recreational trip, for business trip, right? So at that time, those people who are going for all these purposes, they will not be treated as the resident of that country where they are going, right? If suppose we are Muslims are going for Hajj, right? So they will be not the resident of that area, they will be the citizen of India, right? In the same way, the border workers, right, who cross the border every day for work, right? They are residing here and they are working in other countries on regular basis, right? So they will be the resident of that country in which they are residing or that country where they are working. There is a question, right? For example, in India, uh, Punjab side, we have the farmers residing in Punjab, but their fields are in Pakistan. So every day they used to cross the border, right, to take care of their fields, crops, right? And but there is a specific time duration. They have to return back in that specific time duration. So they will, in that situation, they will be the resident of that country where they resides, not where they are going to work. Understood? Like the farmers of India going to work in Pakistan, they will be the resident of India, not of Pakistan, where their fields are, you know, that they have their fields in Pakistan, right? Next, official diplomats, right, and members of armed forces, they are the resident of that country to which they belongs, not in those country where they are working, right? So this is another point you have to consider, right? So residentship and citizenship, these two are completely different, right? The citizen of India, they may go for higher studies, they may go for foreign trip, right, for recreational trip, for medical treatment, for business purpose, right? But they will be the resident of India, right? So it is very much important to know that who all are normal resident, because the income earned by the resident outside the nation is included in the national income, which is factor income earned from abroad. Understood? The Indian resident are paid by foreign countries and their income will be added in the national income of India, not in domestic, because domestic income only includes income